Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Hope you guys had an awesome day. Nice and chilled here in Toulouse, sitting outside. As you can see, it's 9:15. Sun is still out. Still great. Can you believe it? Crazy weather here in France. That at this time of the evening, it's still light, 9:15. Right, guys. So obviously, I've asked you guys to join tonight for a specific reason. I would like to still talk to you about some scrums. So guys, okay. I know a lot of front row players out there. We've all experienced it. Having bad performances. Being substituted after bad scrum. Not feeling great. Sometimes feeling embarrassed. Okay, I know how it feels. Not having that great performance. And I think the worst sometimes is not knowing why. Okay. I'm an experienced rugby player. I'm a retired athlete right now. I used to play at the highest level. So I know exactly how you guys are feeling. And would it surprise you that sometimes we don't even know why we're not performing? You get demolished in a scrum, but you don't understand why. You take everything on yourself. You blame yourself. Right? Keeping yourself accountable, which is good. But it's more complicated than that. It's not that easy. What would you say if I would tell you that sometimes your scrum performance can be poor due to small little details? Small little details. All right. For those of you watching tonight that don't know me, I'm Guthrie Steenkamp, former international rugby player. Played for South Africa, played for the Bulls, Stade Toulousain, the Cheetahs. I play at the highest level. I played professional rugby for more than 15 years. Guys, I had my fair share of bad performances, all right? I've had my great moments. I remember them like day and night. I had some great scrum performance. But to be dead honest with you, to be transparent with you, there's sometimes I got my ass handed to me, all right? Which is normal. And I know lots of you watching it tonight, you guys have experienced that. So guys, I would like to share tonight with you a few key points, which is very important for you guys, which can help you guys to improve your performance in the scrum, to help you guys get better. But before I get onto that, I would like to tell you a story. So guys, years ago, I think it was in 2009, I've told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again because it's such a great learning experience. 2009, played for the Springbok Week team. We went over, it was winter, it was cold. I remember the captain's run. I was wearing skins, beanies, gloves. Just horrible. Played in Leicester against the Leicester Tigers, and that's the first time I faced the mighty Castro Giovanni. All right, Italian international prop, world-class player. He was one of the best in the game, a tight head. And that was the first time in my career I faced the double shove in the scrum. In South Africa, when we were playing in Super Rugby, it was all just about just hitting in and getting back out. Just hitting in, getting back out. Right? So, went into that game. I was fairly confident coming off Super Rugby. Had a great Super Rugby, won the Currie Cup as well. It was great, awesome year. So, didn't really have much doubts. Okay? And then I never saw that coming. It was myself, Chili Boy Rala Pele, and Yanni du Plessis. We got pushed way back. It was like a truck. Just beep, beep, beep. And the crazy thing is, guys, we got scrummed every single one. Every time I just went all up. Boom! Tried to get the hit. Back in the day, it was still the old rules. Full on hit. And just beep, beep, beep. We tried to get it together. We spoke to our whole locks. Like, locks, you got to bring it. You guys got to bring it. We're struggling here. And hit. Boom! And then what happens? Beep, beep, beep. Guys, I've never been so humiliated in my life. All right? It was bad. I eventually left the field with an injury. And I can just imagine maybe what my teammates were thinking at that stage. Thinking like, okay, G's not cutting it. So he's bailing out, he's leaving us. And we got whooped that day by Leicester Tigers. I think that when Manu Tuolagi was making his debut, still a youngster back then. I think he was 17 years old or 18. Guys, and it was tough. I'm not going to lie to you. It was tough. Man, how I felt, that feeling in the change room afterwards. Even today, I still think about it. And I remember that after the game, how I got ripped to shreds. Right? How I got told I would never play for the Springbok team again. Yeah, but anyway, that's another story. I don't want to go too much detail, but luckily I had the support of my teammates. So guys, then I knew it's the end of the year. My season was finished. All right? My season was finished. Guys, if you have any questions, I would suggest you put it in that question box. So at the end of this chat, I'll do my best to answer all of them. So, end of year tour, done. Season over. I'm like, wow. Won a Super Rugby that year, won a Currie Cup here. This is not the way I want to end it. This is not the way I want to end it. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so guys, I had to go do some soul searching. Nobody, after that game, no one, right? Nobody came to me and said to me, G, we can help you. I'll show you what you did wrong. Nada. Nobody, like they say in French, person, right? I had to figure it out for myself. And I was fortunate enough. I worked with great coaches that really helped me, that really guided me and shared their knowledge. But guys, I felt alone. And I can imagine there's loads of you that have played before, being dropped off a team, no explanation why you didn't do well, or telling you this is how you're going to fix it. So guys, I came back after that end of year tour, came back into Pretoria. And I had to do a lot of soul searching. I had to do a lot of digging, deciding how am I going to fix this? What's the plan? What I'm going to do? And I just decided I'm going to go all out. I'm going to go all out, give him all. And I remember first day back in pre-season, bumped into Gary Porter. And he just said to me, G, my chum, my friend, it's going to be okay. Don't worry. We're going to sort it out. And he spent time at pre-season working with Gary Botha that shared his knowledge he learned and accumulated at Harlequins in the UK. And he said, Gee, I've got a system which will be working with us. We need to apply it at the Bulls. It's going to take time. We might take a few knocks in the beginning. But if we pull it off, nobody will stop us. No one. So guys, we started working hard, started grinding that season. And I was like, it's going to be, I'm not going to lie to you, I was stressing out. I was stressing out for that first scrum. Not a scrum session, I was dominating at the Bulls. That was good. But I was really nervous for that first game, warm-up game. How was I going to do? First game came. Boof, good. All right, solid. Nothing massive. But then all the work we started putting to place. Second game, third game came in. And we became the first scrum in Super Rugby to do the double shove. All right, we were dominating teams. We were splitting them up. We were ripping them apart. All right, guys. And that came all down to hard work. All right. So the secrets I want to share to you guys. All right, very important. If you're struggling in the scrum, if you're performing poorly, if you're being humiliated or dominated, you need to know why. Okay? It's easy. You can look at the scrum and you can always blame yourself, but you need to first look at yourself, definitely. But you need to look at it globally. It could sometimes be your locks. It could sometimes be your hook not binding correctly. It could be your flank. But if it's just you need to understand why. What is the reason? Okay? I've worked with players before that have come to me in Toulouse, came for individual camps, performance camps, working on their technique, working on their posture, their scrum dynamics. And I've taken players that were nowhere, struggling in the scrums, to dominating it in a few months. It's a process. Doesn't mean if you're going to work with me, it's going to happen, boom, like that. But I explained to them. I gave them their why. That is why you are struggling. That is why you're being dominated. That is why your feet's in the air. Regard, you need to understand why, and it can be various reasons. It can be lack of strength, bad reaction speed, you don't have a strong base of power, strength and endurance, mobility, lack of technique, All right? Loads of things. Lack of technique. And sometimes it's up here. You need to understand your why. That's important. I know what you might be thinking. All right? I'll never make it. All right? Or I'll never be at that level. Or I just don't have it. All right? That's the biggest bunch of BS, guys. You have it. All right? We just need to find the way to unlock it. That's the key. So, guys, understand your why. If you're trying to figure out, trying to find your path, find why are you not performing. Find the origin, find the source. See, tip number two, which I would like to give you guys, which is very important. Once you've discovered your why, now you need to put the strategy in place. Okay, strategy is key. That's what we did at the Bulls. We had a game plan for the Scrum. We knew it was going to take time. It was going to be a process. We had to work. Players had to become stronger. Players had to become fitter. We needed to work on our core strength. There were loads of work we needed to do. We needed to do some sessions. It was very tough. It was hard. We hated it, but we knew it was going to help us get us where we need to be. So you need to form your strategy, all right? And that could be, for example, if the one thing that is holding you back is your setup, that's something you need to work on, all right? Your starting position in the Scrum, you need to make sure that you master that. You need to make sure that you're doing it 100% correct. Making sure you're giving yourself the best possible opportunity to launch in the Scrum. Those things are key and it's crucial, guys. Very crucial. I've worked with players, and just by changing the angle of their feet, just by changing the distance of their feet, the width, small things, change the players day and night. All right. Those are the type of things I look at. Where not just a global approach, not just the posture. I look at your body language. I look at which muscle groups you're engaging. All right. Which body parts you. I've worked with a player before here in Kilomia, and I warned him, he's distributing his weight unevenly. He's putting all his weight on the right side. And his heel is down to the ground. All right. Unfortunately, I have a lot of time to work with him. Years and years of habits. And eventually what happened? Tore his Achilles tendon because there was just way too much weight on it. So guys, I can tell you exactly what you need to do, when, how, where. All right. So recap. Tip number 1, understand why you're not performing. Tip number 2, once you've identified the problem, find the solution, get a strategy into place. That's very important. All right. Then guys, the last one, repetition. Once you have a strategy in place, you need to practice. Just did a post earlier today where I said, do you guys think a musician becomes the best guitarist or pianist by training 2 or 3 times a week? Nah. Every single day. It could be different forms of training sessions. Sometimes it could be theory. Sometimes it can be practical. Sometimes it can be game analysis. All right? But repetition is important, guys. In order for something to become a habit, for something to become a routine in the Scrum, you need to repeat. So guys, I know some of you guys are lost out of there. I've worked with top 14 players, Pro D2 players, international rugby players. And sometimes it's a pity a lot of these guys come to me when they're about to lose their contract, when they're not playing for 8 weeks. And wouldn't it be great if we can avoid that, all right? The question I would like to ask you is that if you could have something that could help you move forward and prepare for the new season, Scrum-wise, getting ready to dominate that Scrum, would you want to do that? If you could do something which can help you walk off that field proud, knowing that you did your job, you made your teammates proud, definitely. So guys, sometimes we need to do the groundwork, all right? And I know a lot of you guys cannot always come to Toulouse. I'm receiving loads of players coming in the summer, July and August, coming to work with me, and we'll be working on their technique. So guys, that's why I've created the Scrum Dominator, all right? This is an online blueprint, all right, which I'll be offering to a limited amount of players. How will this work? It will be via online sessions. So there will be some theory sessions, some practical sessions, which we'll be doing from a distance online. And guys, I only have 10 slots available. 10 slots available for the Scrum Scrum Dominator. So if you're watching this video and it's something that you're intrigued by, if you're keen on, and this will be the foundation going forward for the mentorship programs that we'll be launching in the next few months. But I decided to bring this out, the Scrum Dominator, which is normally part of the mentorship program, and make it available for you guys now so that you can work and that you can find the solutions and know what you need to focus on. All right, guys, so if you're interested, I would suggest you send me a direct message. All right. I haven't created any landing pages. It's very exclusive. I'm only willing to take on 10 players. All right. This is very important. So if you want to have your slots, make sure you sign up. Make sure you contact me. All right. So remember, I'm going to recap those 3 tips. Why you're not performing. Form your strategy. 3, repetition. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this chat. All right. My time's up. I need to get going. Okay. All right. There's a few great comments, not real questions really. So guys, I hope you guys have an awesome evening. All right. I hope you guys have an awesome week. This is only the beginning of the week. Take care of yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, once I've saved it, I would please ask you, please share this with your mates, share this with your friends, share it on your stories, and let's get the word out there. All right, team, that's me. Have an awesome night. Ciao. Boom.